Hello and welcome to the online request for quotation, how to modify the outgoing email to the vendor. So in this session, we will see how you can easily modify the content of the email text and see how this updates the outgoing email that will go to the vendor. So in order to do so, you will need to um, either from within the integration framework export the content package of the RFQ, or which I'm going to focus on the session today, is going to be how you can use a web dev client like CyberDuck to connect to your integration framework, and from within the CyberDuck edit the content of the XML file to modify the content of the email. So first let's see how we can open CyberDuck, and if you want to see how connect CyberDuck to your integration framework, you can watch another uh, video I've created on how to connect your CyberDuck to the integration framework. And just to show you here, I have a couple of bookmarks here. One of them is actually connected to the integration framework by going to the machine, port 8080, and then under the B1I accelerator exec, and then the web dev directory, which will take you to the main root folder of the integration framework. So if you um, open the web tab connection content, you will see that, or you'll find under the com SAP B1 web apps, another subfolder that is called purchase quote. And if you expand that, you will see that you have here the logo file. The logo is this file that's being used as the logo for the email, for the HTML page that shows for the vendor. And also we'll see here the content of the email in multiple languages, and based on the language that is defined in your system, the corresponding file will be used. In this case, let's select the English, which I'm using here. So with CyberDuck, you can just right click on the file and then click on edit. And I do have a Notepad++, so let's open and edit that with Notepad++, which is installed on my system. And here we can see the translation file for all the uh, communication that you have with the RFQ application. So any type of error message or headers um, that are being used within the application of the request for quotation will show up here and be able to modify them. One of them will be also the content of the email that is being sent, and and you can see here those are different type of content of or lines for the email lines that are being included in the email. And in our case, let me just change something simple. For example, this is the dear vendor, and your quotation for RFQ is this number, and it's successfully sent, and so on. But let's just change the one of the ending. So the regular ending is going to be the best regards, but let's add here something else. Let's say best regards and thank you. So I will show you how this actually are going to change also the content of the email. So let's save this, and you see that it is CyberDuck uploads that directly to the integration framework using WebDAV. And now when we have this updated, I can go to SAP, and whenever I'm going to generate a new online request for quotation, the email that's going to be sent is going to include the thank you at the end as well. Before it was only best regards, and now it's going to also include the thank you. And just to show you maybe let's show you other emails that I got in the past. And you can see here, for example, I have only the best regards in the email that's going to the vendor. And now let's generate a new one. Select the vendor, select the date, required date for the delivery, select items, and also I'm going to select the required quantity. Don't forget to go to the logistic tab and mark the create online quotation. And now we can add, and this will generate for this purchase quotation an online request for quotation. And shortly we're going to get an email to the vendor that will include the link to the online request for quotation. And here the email arrived, and let me open here. Let's do send receive, and this is the new email. And you can see here I have the best regards and also the what I added the end thank you at the end just after the best regards. So this is how you're going to change the content of the email and the text of the email that is being sent to the vendor as part of the online request for quotation of SAP Business One. Thank you.